On this episode of RC Kicks, we're diving into a brand new release from Tamiya. It's the 1/10 C11 from Mercedes-Benz that was made by Sauber. Find out more in this episode as we unbox it and take a look at what you get for your money. Yes, it's an exciting time again here at RC Kicks when we unbox the latest and greatest from Tamiya that's just dropped. Now, this isn't a brand new kit. This has been out before, all the way back on kit 58088 on the 6th of November 1990 that ran till 1994. But that isn't the last time that we've seen this kit before today. It was re-released again on 58351. That was the 10th of August 2005. Now, the box was different back then. It was a white box. Then we got a re-release again, which is in the black box that you see here, and that was 84079 on the 23rd of December 2008. So this one's been out quite a few times, but we get it again today in the black box. Now, the C11 was the first kit by Tamiya to be released with the Group C chassis, and it's not the only car that the chassis came out on, but it was the first. So let's crack it open and see what you get for your money. But when you open boxes like this, they tend to have very little in them. I did the same when I had the Phantom Pan car. The chassis are very simple, just a tub frame chassis, so the box does seem to be quite empty. One thing that I really noticed about this car, I actually did get to see one in person that was built at the RC Kicks meet at Force Raceway, is just how big the body shell is. Personally, the only kind of pan car that I have is my Phantom, and that is not a 1/10, so you get used to that smaller size. So when you see this, it's actually huge. The Mercedes-Benz C11 is a Group C prototype introduced in 1990 to compete in the World Sports Championship, built by Sauber as a successor to the Sauber C9. It used the M119 5-litre twin-turbo V8 from Mercedes-Benz. Paul Ricard gave the C11 its first test run in late 1989, but it didn't debut until the first round of Suzuka in April 1990. Unfortunately, it didn't race at Suzuka. The team had to revert to the older C9 for the race as John Louis crashed the new car in practice. The C11 finally made its debut race at the second round at Monza, and its performance was instantly apparent, qualifying first and second and a 2-second clearance from third position. The C11 came home first and second. The car was so dominant it won every single race of that season bar one. I must admit, I do love these boxes. They are really pretty, and it just helps improve the overall look when you take the lid off. There's not much to these really. B-bag. We're going to cut to a full montage in a minute so you can see exactly what you get for your money, and a few body pins. Now, the main thing about this one is just how massive the rear wing and the actual body is. If you're going to be running this around the track, I think you have to be a bit careful because the body sits so far over the actual chassis that it's very easy to damage these. And it's absolutely huge. It's a massive wedge shape, but extremely beautiful and very different. And being that I've never had anything like this from Tamiya, it's a super nice one. Hopefully we'll see a re-release of the Jag, because the Jag is beautiful. I love the way that the rear wheels are covered over and it looks stunning with its livery. So we may see more of these kind of style cars coming out with a bit of luck. Then we have some plastic parts, not much. That's pretty much the whole plastic There's a tub and just a few little bits and pieces, but we'll cut to that in a minute. And then the monstrous rear wing, and it's actually been cut out for us already, so that's kind of nice. You don't have to do that. But it's strange, as the first one that came out, you had to paint this. The second and third ones that were released were painted and fully done, and now we're back to this. Being that Tamiya is now putting out more cars that are pre-painted, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen this one painted up as well. You can argue both sides of it. Some people like to paint them up, some people don't. As for the decals, well, there wasn't that much to do, but they don't look super easy. There's lots of little bits and pieces, but yeah, it's a very iconic looking car. Right, I think that pretty much covers everything, so let's cut to a montage and then we can wrap up. So there you go, there's a first unboxing of the C11 Mercedes-Benz from Tamiya. What do I personally think? Well, for me, I am super excited about this one, as I haven't had one like this on the show before. Do I recommend it to everybody? No, because of when you build it, the limitations of where you can actually drive it, you need to have a very flat surface or a track. So this one is really for the Shelf Queen fans and someone who goes racing at tracks. But don't let me put that off. If you haven't tried one of these before, I can highly recommend it. They are beautiful. Anyway, stay tuned. There's plenty more coming to the channel soon. We have an RC10 Welds car that needs to be built. Also, we have the brand new Kyosho Mid that's just arrived. That's been built on the show, and much more. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.